welcome to this short video where I want to show you some stuff about G-Code Viewer. So G-Code Viewer is just one day prototype code about can I see my G-code in Unity from a file path. So you just give the file path here, you say can you render it, so he take every line, he push it with the time over there, he push it to the G-code parser that has a logic on V0 over there. So he tried to parse it, as you can see. Then he sent the G-code to the fake printer here that is moving in this DAWN over there. Every time the printer move with a new position, it sends the new position to some debug over there. One is draw texture that I tried. It was just to see if it would be a good view with just a layer like this that you move like this, but for the moment it's not really explored. And the draw line is just you send a vector tree and he will add it to the draw line and it allows you to have something like this. Yeah. So draw line is just, yeah, you add the point to the draw line. Not really complicated. For those who don't know, that's some G-code over there. It's just some instruction. G1 needs say move, G0 say move and print, 0 in mean move. And you have some stuff like this that say put the temperature of the bed to 50, put the temperature to 100 and stuff like this. The idea is that at first I was parsing it a bit weirdly. Like this. So I was trying to say, hey, does the line start by this? Then try to convert it. And I was losing a lot of time parsing, converting, and stuff like this. Then I realized something stupid, and that's if you do your own G-code, think about it. There is only one grammar. It's you have a line. This line can have commentary. So here, but basically they are all composed of token. So you have a token here, a token here, a token here, a token here. Every token starts by a letter and a number. And so basically when you understand that, you're like, oh, but instead of having plenty of class, I could just do this. Raw G-code line. Does it own a commentary? Here is the given line I received. Here is the command line, so it is this one, and here is some token, those one. Then we realized that in G-code and C, you can write stuff like this, and I'm screwed, because now the command line don't exist and it's X, yeah. So there is some exception. I need to do a G-code for NC version, but here the idea is good. It's just that you say that, and now what's happened is that you can say, okay, I have G-code. Does he own this parameter? So does he own a Y, a Z, a X, a E? And if so, you can ask what is the full version, what is the character, what is the number. You can ask here, as you can have points problem. I'm using value and decimal, and you can ask a double over there to have the exact floating value. But when you do that, it's really cool, because what happens is that you can do this. So for example, here my fake printer, it's here, and say, okay, is it a raw G-code line here, or is it something else? If it's that, does it start by G91? If yes, it means that now my printer is in relative mode. If it's G90, it's absolute. So you can say, is this command is that? And if yes, do that. And when you need to move here, you can, so that's how I'm moving my fake printer. I say, does the command line own G? And does it start by 1 or by 0? So command line G1 or G0. If yes, you enter. If it's G0, you stop the laser or printer because it's G0, it's moving. And now we can say, okay, what is the coordinate? So here, as you can see, I do a coordinate. I say, okay, get the value of x, and then if it exists, you put the x value to this number. If it don't, put the float value to maximum value. Why I'm doing that is because I realized that when the G code is saying G1 x10, it means move only the x axis on 10. And so instead of having a heavy class with plenty of boolean and not, I'm just saying if it's float max, it means ignore it. So for example, here I say, okay, if you need to move relatively, then it means that you take the head position I'm recording now. I add this coordinate relatively, and if float equal max value, you just ignore it because we have to ignore it. And if we are in absolute, it means that you take the head position x and it's equal to the coordinates. And like this, you have a teleporting head position. So here it's not a moving one, it's a teleporting one, but yeah, it's a 1D prototype, so yeah. And as we moved the head, I'm warning that I've moved the head, and like that, the debug can take account this position and draw it. So yeah, it's a very ugly code, very badly written, but it's a first prototype. So hope you enjoy. If you need to do a G-code viewer, you can take my code and see what to do with it. Maybe in the future I will continue the project. For the moment, it's just put in pause. The reason why I really need this project is because I have hundreds of G code and C code in my hard drive, and I would like to be able to screenshot them. So to load screenshot, load screenshot, load screenshot. So I will probably come back to this code, but here is the first version. I hope you enjoy. May the code be with you. See you in the next video.